The Earth is 4.5 billion years old. In 2012, it is the home of 7 billion people and an uncountable amount of animals. About 70% of Earth's surface is covered with water. 97% of water on Earth is salt water. 2% of the water on Earth is glacier ice at the North and South Pole. Less than 1% of all the water on Earth is fresh water that we can actually use. We use this small amount of water for drinking, transportation, heating and cooling, industry, and many other purposes.
The World Health Organization listed a framework for safe drinking water requirements. Unfortunately, not all countries are equipped with filtering systems for safe drinking water. For instance, Afghanistan, Ethiopia, Cambodia, Laos, Haiti, India, and Bangladesh have less than 15% of readily clean water available. Congress formulated a Safe Drinking Water Act and made it a federal law to ensure the quality and safety of drinking water for Americans. The Environmental Protection Agency sets standards to oversee the quality of drinking water and oversees the states, localities, and water suppliers who are required to implement these standards. The main threats to drinking water are animal waste, pesticides, wasted injected deep underground, human waste, improperly disposed of chemicals, and naturally occurring substances that can all pollute drinking water. The major pollutants in the nation's water include mercury, bacteria, nutrients such as phosphorus and nitrogen, and low levels of dissolved oxygen, which is caused by the decomposition of organic material. The major causes of pollution in the nation's waters include agricultural runoff, air deposition, and hydrologic modifications, which is the water diversions and channelizations of streams.
In developing countries, 70% of industrial waste is dumped untreated into water, polluting the usable water supply. Pollution is mainly caused by industry, agriculture, and sewage, but the most common contaminant of drinking water is fecal matter. The impact of this is dramatic. According to the UN statistics, every 20 seconds a child dies as a result of poor sanitation.
Dead zones are hypoxic, low-oxygen areas in the world's oceans and large lakes caused by excessive nutrient pollution from human activities coupled with other factors that deplete the oxygen required to support most marine life in bottom and near bottom waters. Scientists have identified 415 dead zones worldwide. Not all dead zones are caused by pollution. The largest dead zone in the world, which is located in the lower portion of the Black Sea, occurs naturally. Dead zones occur in many areas of the country, particularly along the East Coast, the Gulf of Mexico, and the Great Lakes. But there is no part of the country or the world that is immune. The second largest dead zone in the world is located in the United States in the northern Gulf of Mexico. Sometimes we can observe the factors leading to a dead zone or the consequences such as a fish kill. However, dead zones are actually invisible.
The ability to access safe drinking water after a natural disaster can be challenging, thereby opening the door for the contraction of a number of water-related communicable diseases by disaster victims. The World Health Organization reports 3.4 million people die each year from water-related communicable diseases. In the wake of natural disasters, rivers, lakes, and oceans are at risk of becoming polluted with organic and inorganic chemical compounds such as heavy metals or cyanobacteria known as algal blooms, which are toxic to marine life and to the humans who may consume them.
Then, there are animals that are devastated and greatly affected by water pollution. An example would be the Deepwater Horizon explosion, which was British petroleum oil rig that had an explosion where 210 million gallons of oil spilled into the sea. This affected wildlife harshly, killing over thousands of animals due to the accidental oil spill. This is not the only case. There are many other oil spills that do occur and has taken an immediate turn for the worse on many species. Another incident of water pollution is caused from toxic
the San Joaquin Valley in California. The toxic metals, mainly cerium, were being drained into a small wildlife refuge, causing mutations, developmental abnormalities, and death. There are various pollutions without harming the water, and it has